Hello and welcome to Michael's Minty Music for today. Today we review Queen's 1974 album Sheer Heart Attack. It's really great, definitely one of their best albums, and it's got a lot of good songs on it. So this is the track listing, and these are the tracks I added to my playlist. 6 out of 13, just one under half. This album is great because even the songs that I don't really enjoy here contribute to the album. And I would say that none of the songs here are bad. The first side is basically perfect. It doesn't have any issues at all. Just really great the whole time. The second side slows down a bit, but it is still interesting. Both versions of In the Lap of the Gods are a bit boring, but it adds sort of an important flavor to side 2 that isn't really present in side 1 as much. The ending of the album is a bit slow, especially from She Makes Me, Stormtrooper and Stilettos is not great. It's a bit slow and a bit boring, I will say so, but In the Lap of the Gods Revisited does kind of, it does not disappoint, I will say. So even the sort of side 2, not as great side is still pretty fun to listen to and pretty interesting. So the singles released before the album were Killer Queen and Flick of the Wrist. Obviously the big song here was Killer Queen. That's the one that everyone knows. But Stone Cold Crazy was also one of the larger hits off of the album, as well as Now I'm Here in Brighton Rock, I believe. But my favorite song here is definitely Flick of the Wrist. It's very upbeat. It's solid rock, but it doesn't worry about leaning into pop a little bit. It's got a very unique sound that really Queen has that other rock bands don't have, in my opinion. Now, I rank this album third out of all of Queen's albums. It's definitely one of their best albums. It's got a good sound and, more importantly, good variety. It stays with the rock sound, but it doesn't mind straying into other sounds, and it does it very well. The sound of this album is very consistent, even though the songs sound very different, which is very good. Definitely a sign of a really great album here. Additionally, this album takes my top spot from 1974, and it beats out Waterloo by ABBA, Street Life Serenade by Billy Joel, and Queen 2, also by Queen. Sheer Heart Attack is definitely better than Queen 2 and Street Life Serenade, and it's got more variety than Waterloo, I think, and has a better sound, in my opinion, but I think that Waterloo certainly competes with it a little bit, but I definitely like Sheer Heart Attack better. Next up is Led Zeppelin's debut album, often called Led Zeppelin I. It's just called Led Zeppelin. It was released in 1969, so that'll be next up, and as always, stay minty.